Hey guys, this is E with Scrapbooking with me, and today we're going to do part 3 in our Cricut tutorials. And as I said before, these are going to go kind of slow for people who have just got their Cricut and haven't pulled them out, not used them yet. So for some of you that are a little more advanced, some of these first ones may be boring, but just hang on with us. We'll get there in the long run. So let's do create new project. Today we're going to work on the slice feature of our Cricut. So what we're going to do first is we're going to go insert image, and I want to do this little heart right here. I know I'm all about hearts and Valentine's Day. I'm a romantic at heart, what can I say? Alright, we're going to pull that up, and I'm going to make it larger because I want it to cut out kind of big to go on a card. Alright, now, I don't like it saying cutie and sweet, so I want to take those off and change it to something else. Maybe my daughter's and her husband's name or something like that for their Valentine card. So if you look over here, you'll see that there are lots of different layers to this image. It's got the sweet is by itself, but the yellow heart and the cutie is together. And then we've got these other little layers of the heart. So what we're going to do first is I'm going to make sure that's the size that I want. I might want it just a little bit smaller, about like that. And I'm going to go down here to ungroup. So I'm going to ungroup it. Now when I ungroup it, you'll see over here that everything is separated. That's how you know that everything is ungrouped. You've got this little black arrow pointing down. That means all of these are individual now. So what I can do now is I can take off this sweet. I can take off this yellow heart, but there goes my cutie with it. And then you'll notice that there's a layer there, and a layer there, and then a back layer. Okay. I am not concerned with these right now, so I'm just going to move these layers up here out of my way. And this sweet, I know that it's by itself, so I can change it to anything that I want. So I'm just going to delete that because I'm going to change that to my daughter's name. But I need to get this cutie off of here, and if I just delete this, my heart's going to go away too. I could do that, but then I wouldn't have that layer there, and I want that extra layer. So what you're going to do is go over to your insert shapes. And you're going to just insert whatever shape you want. I usually just use squares because it's easier. And then I take my square, and what you're going to do is just put your square over what you want to take out. So I want to take that cutie out of there. So I just put my square over that. Then I'm going to hold down my shift key. You see this one's already got the marks around it, but I'm going to hold down my shift key and check on this heart where both of those are in the little box, in the little frame. Then I'm going to go over here to the right and click slice. Okay, one thing that does is if you notice, it cuts out that cutie in that box. So you could use that if you wanted to for something like that. If you wanted something to cut out, then you could use it that way. But we don't want that today, so we're just going to take that away. But then you'll notice that also my cutie is separated from my heart now. So I can delete that and delete that. And then I've got just my layers of my heart, and we're good to go. So what I'm going to do now is kind of put these back together a little bit. I'm not worried about putting them back exactly right because I'm going to cut them out in different papers anyway. But I'm just going to kind of lay them back together that way just so that I'll know about the size of the lettering that I want. So I'm going to go over here and do add text, and I'm going to type my daughter's name. And I think I'm going to do it in caps. Okay, there's Melina. And then I want to change that font. I want it to look, I want it to be something really fun. So I'm going to go over here to Edit. I'm going to click on the fonts. And let's see what I want to do. Okay, I changed it to Elegant Cake, and I kind of like that. I think that's cute. But my letters are a little bit too far apart, I think. Now, that might be okay for you, but I feel like they're a little bit too far apart. So what I'm going to do is go to Edit, and then I'm just going to go where it says Letter Spacing, and I'm just going to click on that little down arrow key. And if you notice, it's pulling my letters closer together. So I think that's about right there. And then I just need to shrink it down a little bit in order to make it fit on here. Okay, I need to turn this. So with this little arrow right here, I hold my left mouse key down, and then I just turn that like I want it. And then just kind of space it the way you want there. So I like that. So let's look at that. Maybe you can move over just a tiny bit. Okay, I like that. So now let's put in her husband's name. His name is Brandon. And if you'll notice, it already pulled that same font up. And the reason it did that was because I had that font already selected. So his lettering is a little bit far apart. So let's go over here and do letter spacing and change his a little bit and bring that in. Make it just a little bit. The A still looks a little bit funky. Okay, I think that's good right there. All right, and now we need to shrink his down just a little bit. And then we want to turn it. So hold down your left mouse key. Button, I should say, left mouse button. And then turn that to, whatever way that you want. I think I'm going to try to get them about the same. I might turn his this way and hers that way. That might look good. Yeah, I kind of like that. Okay, so there we have Brandon and Melina and the hearts. But now, I want this to write instead of cut. So I go back to my layer, and if I look, it's on cut, and I don't want that to cut. I want that to write. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on this little scissors right here, and I'm going to go to the right, and I'm not going to worry about what pen. I'm just going to choose black. It'll be fine. You can choose any you want and then put in whatever pen that you want them there. Then I'm going to click on Melina's name, and I'm going to go over here and click on that little scissors and click write. So that means they're going to write now instead of cut, and that's what I want. But now again, I also need, if you'll notice, they're separated from the heart. So I need them to be written on top of the heart. So what you do is you make sure that you've got them where you want them. Get that back in the space there. I've got her name selected. I'm going to hold down my shift key and click on the heart, and then I'm going to do attach. So now we've got that attached, and you can look over here and make sure you see that it's going to write her name, and it's not going to cut because that's got the little eyes got to cross through it, and then there's the heart. So now we need to do his, and I'm not going to move his. I'm just going to highlight the name, hold my shift key down, click on the heart, and then I'm going to put attach, and that will attach his to that. So it should be good to go there. Let's go ahead and do go and see what we've got. Okay, it's giving me that. Yes, I think that is exactly what I want, because I want this little heart to print in one color and the rest of these to print differently. Okay, we're going to click go, and then we're going to go to our Cricut and get some paper in there, and then I will show you how this will write their name on their heart. Okay, so this is the card that we did with that file that we edited and put Brandon and Melina's name on, and it turned out, I think, really cute. It is a box card, so when you open it up like this, you've got a little box where you can put money, gift cards, you know, whatever down in there. I think it's really cute. These are super easy to make. I will do a demo on them today right after this video and give you all the measurements and everything on how to make one of these. But that is what we did on the Brandon and Melina where it printed it out. All I did was went in with my Wink of Stella. Let's see if you can see that. There we go. I went in with my pink Wink of Stella and colored that so that it would have a little bit of shine to it. And then I put this little heart right here and didn't glue down this edge so that when you close this, that would kind of hold that down, because it does tend to want to pop up. Now you could put, I saw some people that have put belly bands around these. That would be good if you wanted to put a belly band around it. I don't mind it popping up just a little bit like that. That's about as far as it goes. But they're really easy to make, and I'll show you how right after this video. So if you will watch the next one, you should get all the measurements. I want to thank you for watching this today. Sorry my tutorial on the Cricut was late this week. We've had so much going on with CHA, it's just been kind of wild. But we will try to get those back on schedule next week. And we will talk to you guys later. Please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button so that you don't miss anything. We'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.